no one in this bungalow but me and the snake. Has everyone forgotten me?
Major, there's a girl in here.
My name is Mary Lenos. Where's my ayah? Where's no one come for me?
I'm afraid Clara taken everyone in the house, miss. All British subjects were told to leave the city weeks ago. I don't know why your parents stay.
They stayed because they were giving a silly party last night. But it was boring, so I went to bed.
That's likely what saved you, miss. According to their daughter, all the water was contaminated.
But where are my mother and father?
They were dead, miss. I'm so sorry.
But what will happen to me?
I'm told you have an uncle in England somewhere who was married to your mother's sister, Lily. She's dead as well, I'm afraid.
I know that.
The governor is trying to contact him now. Come here.
Well now, I suppose you'd like to know something about where you're going.
Would I?
But don't you care about a new home?
It doesn't matter care or not.
Well, you're right not to care. Why you're being brought to Miss Hui, I'll never know.
That's an ugly name.
High on the hills is a big old house with something wrong inside it. Spirits of the horse and make no effort now to hide it. Walk through put their sorceress and stop their ceaseless sighing. Why do they call out children's name and speak of one who's dying?
Miss Hui is your Uncle Archie's estate, but he isn't going to trouble himself about you. That's sure and certain. He never troubled himself about anyone.
And the master hears a whisper on the stairway, dark and still, and the spirits know the secrets of the house upon the hill.
Your mother's sister, Lily, she was a sweet, pretty thing, and he had walked the world over to get her a blade of grass that she wanted. Nobody thought she'd marry him, but marry him she did, and it wasn't for his money either.
How did she die?
It made him worse than ever. He hardly speaks at all now, and when he does, it's only talk to ghosts and wander the hallways. He travels most of the time. Since then, the house has become what it is now.
High on the hills is a big old house with something wrong inside it. Someone's died and someone's left alone and can't abide it. There in the house is a lonely man still haunted by her beauty, asking what a life can be where not remains but duty.
It is always ugly here.
It's a moor, it is. Miles and miles of wild land and nothing grows on but heather and grass and broom. And nothing leaves on but wild ponies and sheep.
What is that awful howling sound?
It's the wind blowing through the bushes. They call it wuthering that sound. Look there, the tiny like fire across there. That would be the gate, it will.
And the master hears a whisper on the stairway, dark and still, and the spirits know the secrets of the house upon the hill.
Well, here you are. This room and the next are where you live. But you mustn't expect there to be people to play with you. You have to look after yourself. But when you're in this house, don't go wandering about. Your uncle won't have it.
Won't have it.
Good night, then.
What was that? Is someone crying?
Skip, skip a lady to the master's gate. Skip, skip a lady for the master aid. Tiptoe the chambermaid and stole their pearls. Snip, snip the garden and cut off their curls.
Who are you? Are you my servant?
My name is Martha, and I found out I'll make the bed.
Aren't you going to dress me first? India Maya dressed me.
Well then, it'll do the good to wait on thyself a bit. 'Tis fair a wonder grand folks' children.
What is this language you speak?
Well, of course you've not heard any Yorkshire. Living in India, have you? But you get used to it. I didn't know what to expect from you either, lassie. When I heard you was coming, I thought, you'll be sort of brown. I did.
Stop, look at me.
Don't cry now, lassie. I didn't know you'd be so easy vexed. You're not brown at all, more yellow, I'll say.
I'm not crying. Leave me alone.
I beg your pardon, miss. I'll help you on with your clothes if you like.
These are not my clothes.
Aye, miss. Your uncle ordered them for you from London. Now let's get these new things on and wrap you up warm so you can run out and play. That'll give you stomach for your porridge.
I don't want to go out. Mr. Matlock said that nothing out there but a big old park.
Maybe you run into my brother Dickon out there.
Does he work here too?
If someone is sick, he takes a look at it, sure he does. And finds the ponies that run off and the egg that roll out of the nest.
What is that?
That's the more it is, like a dull purple sea this morning. Do you like it?
I hate it.
Well, of course you do. Because now it looks so big and bare. But in the spring, it's fair covered in goss and heather. And there's such a lot of fresh air. My brother Dickon.
Stop talking about Dickon. I don't like boys.
I don't like him sometimes myself. But he's got a pony that wakes him up, and birds and sheep, and such a ease right out of his hand. Now don't tell me you don't like ponies.
Very well then. When I'm dressed, you may take me out to meet your brother.
I can't do that, miss. I work inside, not outside.
You are my servant. You, as I say.
I can't, miss. That's Mrs. Matlock's spell. You'll have to find your way out yourself. It's down the stairs past the ballroom.
I'll find it.
Once you're outside, you stay to the left and come to the gardens. But be wary of Ben, the gardener. He's none too friendly. And there's one garden that's locked up, so you stay away from that as well.
Why would you lock a garden?
I must run, and I bought you a skipping rope. Goodbye, Mary.
Goodbye. Skip, skip the lady while the master ate. Tip, tip the lady while the master ate. I can't can't do it. I can't. Ready here?
Plant a hedge, cut it back. Dig a hole, try to fill it. Plant a rose, tie it back. Find a mole, try to kill it. It's a maze this morning, it's a maze of ways. Any man can spend his day. It's a maze this garden, it's a maze of paths, but a soul can find a way. For an old man knows how to eat, it goes how the cold hard ground in the spring comes strong. How the seeds take hold, how the first unfold, how the English garden grows.
Deacon, where are you?
I know, Robin. That's will be the little ranch from India.
Are you talking to a bird?
This Robin is no ordinary bird. He's the only friend I've got.
Well, I've no friend at all. People don't like me. I've never played with anyone.
Far and me are good bit alike. We're neither of us good looking, and we're both of us as sorry as we look. Mr. Step, trip and fall. Mr. Path, Mr. Wall. Mr. Way, Mr. Turn. Getting lost is how you learn. It's a maze, this garden is a maze of ways. It's lead a man astray. Turning left and then turning left again, but a soul can find a way. Where old man knows how the year it goes, how the cold hard ground in the spring comes strong, how the seeds take hold, how the first unfold, how the English garden grows. Back again today, are ya?
I know where the robin lives. It's the little garden. Am I right? What is in that garden?
That was Miss Lily's garden. When she died, Mr. Archibald said nobody was to go in there ever again, and he locked the room and buried the key.
But where's the door?
Can't say, Missy. Over the years, the ivy's grown up so thick. Even I don't know where it is anymore.
But aren't you worried about that Aunt Lily's garden is all be dead, with nobody taking care of it? Maybe the real reason Robin championed you as one to climb on his wall and work on it.
Maybe he is, but I can't go losing my job on the advice of a bird. Can I? Now you can go and play with Dickon. I have work to do.
I haven't found it yet. I've been looking everywhere.
Well now, Mary, you've spent another whole day in the garden you didn't want to go to. It's time for your dinner.
I don't want any dinner. I can't sleep in that house. There's someone crying again tonight.
You're not afraid of ghosts, are you?
If he starts crying again, I'm going to kill him whether it's ghost or not.
For an old man knows how the year it goes, how the cold hard ground in the spring comes strong, how the seeds take hold, how the first unfold, how the English garden grows. How the English garden grows.
Yep, hello there. Who are you?
I'm Martha's brother, Dickon.
But why I haven't seen you before?
A body has to walk gentle and speak low when wild things are about. But look here, we might have sent you a penny worth of seeds for our garden. There's columbines and poppies by handful.
I don't have a garden.
But don't you want one? One of your own, I mean.
I want to go in that garden where the robin lives. Have you ever been in that garden?
It's not mine to go into, Mary. But it may be yours, I can't say. He's been keeping it safe for somebody, that's how much I know.
He has.
Same as the ivory grown up to hide the door. But maybe he's waiting to hear why I want to go in there. Exactly. Go on now, I'll transfer to Yorkshire for you till I get the way of it.
I
She
I'm a girl.
She's a lass, as toga greatly fancy to thee. Does the fee,
Though man of it.
she takes thee home for like to fast thee. Now to the start,
Now to the start.
she knows very well she must not fright thee.
Can her show me?
Farewell, just to know her.
Show me the key.
Show her the key. Okay.
What did he say?
He said you shouldn't tell him why I want to see his garden.
I need a place where I can go, where I can whisper what I know, where I can whisper who I like, and where I go to see them. I need a place where I can hide, where no one sees my life inside, where I can take my pen and write them down, so I can read them. A place where I can read my heart be still, and it will mind me. A place where I can go when I am lost, and there I found me. Needs a place to spend a day, where no one says to go or stay, where I can take my pen and draw the girl I mean to be, the girl I mean to be.
It's a good place, this garden.
Does he like me? Can you tell?
That he does. Well then, I'm off.
But where are you going?
I can't say, but I'll see you tomorrow sure enough. And if you need me before then, well then, now is that Robin is talking. He always knows where I am.
Alright then, bye. Now, what are you doing down there? You won't find anything for a nest buried in the ground. But what do you have there? May I see? Maybe I can help. But what is this? It's something metal. It's a key. It's a key to the garden. It's right here all alone. Deacon, come see.
Mary Lennox,
Come in. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Mr. Archibald wants to see Mary in his library. You must get her ready at once and see that her hair is combed.
Yes, Mom.
You sent for me, sir.
Yes, child, come in. Perhaps we can manage to have a moment before the storm carries us away. Take a chair.
Thank you, sir.
Are you well? Did they take good care of you?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
I'm sorry it's been so long since you arrived. It's just I keep forgetting you. I intended to find you a school to go to or...
Oh, no, please don't send me away.
No, of course not. But perhaps you will enjoy a governess.
Please don't make me have a governess, sir. There's so many gardens to roll in, and so much to learn about them. Martha is teaching me to skip and
Play
Deacon.
outside then if you like. Is there anything you need? Would you like some toys or books or dolls perhaps?
Might I have a bit of earth, sir?
Earth?
To plant this in. Yes, sir. A garden. I didn't know about them in India. I was always ill and tired, and it was too hot. But here, I might have a real garden, if you allow it, sir.
If this is what you want, as you wish, you may plant anything in this garden. I have no objection. I hope you live a happy life.
Will I really have a bit of earth? Hooray! Thank you so much.
All right then, off you go. Good night, Mary.
Good night, sir.
I haven't been feeling well since Mary arrived. I finally understand why after seeing her tonight. Mary looks so much like my wife. The way she looks, the way she acts, it all reminds me of Lily.
We shall simply have to send her to a boarding school.
No, let our young Mary come here to mourn for her loss. Instead, I'm leaving this house for France after everything is settled.
Yes, sir. The storm is upon us. We'll need all the shutters closed and all the doors shut. No one is to go outside. No lamps lighted except the ones in your hands.
Martha,
It's all right, Mary. It's just a storm.
it wasn't a storm. I heard someone crying,
No, child.
and this isn't the first time either.
Martha, we need you out here.
There's someone crying every night. Is there a ghost here?
They will only become a ghost. You stay here in your room. They don't want you wandering about.
Is my Aunt Liz a ghost now? I heard someone crying again tonight. Does everyone who dies become a ghost?
They will only become a ghost if someone alive is still holding onto them.
Maybe what I heard was a mother.
Martha!
I heard someone crying. Who could it be? Someone in this house where no one seems to see. Someone no one seems to except for me. I heard someone crying. Maybe it was me.
Maybe it was someone who is frightened here, a lot like me. Maybe it was someone who is scared of nothing, just like me.
Get out! Who are you?
Who are you? Are you a ghost?
No, I'm not. I'm Mel Lennox. Archibald Craven is my uncle.
How do I know you are not a ghost?
I'll pinch you if you like. That'll show how rare I am. Who are you?
I'm Colin. Archibald Craven is my father. I see no one and no one sees me. I'm going to die.
How do you know?
Because I hear everybody whispering about it. That's how, if I live, I may be a hunchback, but I shan't live.
Well, I've seen of dead people, and you don't look like any of them.
Dead people? Where do you come from?
From India. My parents died there because of the cholera. I was sent here because your mother and my mother are sisters. But they didn't tell me about you.
That's because they hate me. Because my mother was beautiful, and she died when I was born. My father won't even come see me when I'm awake. Sometimes at night, he comes to read to me, but I pretend to be asleep.
Do you mean you have always been in this bed?
Sometimes I go to the seaside, but I won't stay, because people stare at me.
If you don't like people to see you, they want you to go away.
I want you to come back first thing tomorrow morning and tell me all about India. In the books my father sends me, I've read that elephants can swim. Have you ever seen them swim? They seem too altogether large to be swimmers, unless maybe they use their ears to...
Oh, I can't come and talk to you in the morning. I have to go outside. I found something, and I wasn't sure to Dickon.
Who's Dickon?
He's my first brother. He's my friend.
If you go outside with that Dickon instead of coming here to talk to me, I'll send him away.
You can't send Dickon away.
I can do whatever I want. If I live, this entire place will belong to me someday, and they all know that.
You're a little ragger. If you send Dickon away, I'll never come in this room again.
I'll make you. They'll drag you in here.
I won't even look at you. I'll stare and so.
You are selfish thing.
You're more selfish than I am. You're the most selfish boy I've ever seen.
Ah! I'm selfish. I'm dying.
You just say that to make people who feel sorry for you. If you're a nice boy, it might be true, but you're too nasty to die.
Mary Lennox, get away from him. Do you see what you've done?
Why didn't you tell me he was here?
He's not well. He could die from something like this.
No.
Now, go to
Mary!
your room.
I'm going outside.
No.
You don't want me. Nobody wants me. Get out. Mother, father, I want to go home. Mother, mother, father.
Mary, Mary. Come to my garden, let's load in the hill. There I'll keep you safe beside me. Come to my garden, rest there in my arms. There I'll see you safe be grown and on your way. Stay there in my garden, where love grows free and wild. Come to my garden, come sweet child.
Hey up, hello there, Mary.
Hello there.
But why are you in such a bad temper, Mary? Are you weary of looking for a way into this garden?
No, Deacon. I found the key and the door. The robber showed me where it was. But the secret garden is dead.
A lot of things were looked dead. You just bided their time, Mary. Now you tell me exactly what you saw.
It's cold and gray. It's the most golden place I've ever seen, with loose gray branches lifted all around the trees, like ropes and dried up snakes, and dead roots and leaves all tangled up on the ground.
But do you have a close look at anything? Do you scrape away a bit of the bark and have a real look at anything? Mary, the strongest roses will thrive on being neglected. If the soil is rich enough, they run all wild and spread to their wonder.
Do you mean they might not all be dead? But how could we tell?
Oh, I can tell if a thing is weak or not.
Weak?
When a thing is weak, it has a life about it. Maybe not a life like you and me, but somewhere there's a single straight of green inside it. Now come and let me show you what I mean. When a thing is weak, it has a light around it.
Then have no doubt about it. We'll have the grandest garden ever seen. Oh, Deacon, I want to do all this week. Would you come and look at it with me?
I'll come every day, rain or shine, if you want me to. All this garden is for us. Come wake it up.
But Deacon, what if you saved the garden and Uncle took it back? Oh, Colin wants it.
Aye, what a miracle this would be. Get a poor crippled boy out of the smartest garden.
You give a living vein a little chance to grow. That's how you will know if she is weak, she will grow. So grow to greet the morning, free from ground below. When a thing is weak, it has a will to grow and grow. Come on, Mustang, come on, one ring, come on, snowdrop, I'm coming up. Come on, Lily, come on, Lilac, come to cook, calling all the rest to come, calling all of us to come, calling all the world to come. I promise there's a secret street of green below, and no fruit of the night is waiting for the right time when I'm saying it's sweet. It will grow.
Stop looking at me! I hate you! You're horrible and ugly under that haystack! You come here!
Martha, what is going on in here?
Isn't anybody going to stop that boy screaming?
She's not to go near here, Martha. Those are the doctor's direct orders.
What can it hurt, Mom? He likes Mary. Let her have it go.
Get out! Clint Craven, you stop that screaming! Get away from me! I hate you. Everybody hates you. You'll scream yourself to death in a minute and wish you would.
I can't stop! I felt a lump on my back. I'm going to die.
No, there's no matter of hold back.
I'm going to have a lump on my back, like my father, and die.
No, Martha, come here and show me respect this minute.
I can't, Mary. He won't let me.
Show her the lump. Now, feel it. There.
No, there's not a single lump there, except that bone lump, and that's to be there. See, I have them too.
It's not there.
No, it's not. You're just angry with me for not coming back, weren't you?
Maybe.
I'll leave you two alone, I think.
This is nice.
You are right. I was afraid you aren't coming back.
Colin, I was always coming back. It just took me longer than I thought because...
Because what?
Because I found your mother's garden. It was right outside, locked up outside for 10 years. Like you've been locked up in here for 10 years. Only I found the key. And the other night, I ran out in a storm and found the door. And now, Deacon and I were working on it every day. He says if we clear all away the dead roots, there'll be fountains of roses by summer.
I didn't know my mother had a garden.
You must see it, but Mr. Matlock must never know I've been taking you out there, or they'll send me away. I'll just go and get your wheelchair.
I can't, Mary. I'll catch a chill if I go. I'll get even worse.
No, you won't. You'll feel so much better. I'll be right back.
No, Mary.
Come to my garden, let's load in the hill. There I'll keep you safe beside me. Come to my garden, rest there in my arms. There I'll keep you safe. Deacon, is that you?
Hi, is this Mary? And Martha too. Martha, are you surprised to see me outside?
There I am, Master Colin. But just now, you look so much like your mother. It made my heart jump.
It's my mother's garden. It is. It's a secret garden, and we are the only one in the world wanted to be alive.
Aye, Colin, where have you walking about and digging same as other folk before long?
But how can I? My legs are so weak. I'm afraid to.
There's a spell in this garden. The longer you stay in it, the stronger you'll be.
You must take in a long breath with fresh air. And Deacon has learned some exercises he can teach you.
I want to come to this garden every day. I want to live forever and ever.
And you could meet the robin that showed me this garden. You could have us plan and
Could we,
and
Martha?
Yeah, keep it very secret. I could bring your food out here if that would help. Things my mother makes, oat cakes and ham. But right now, we ought to go back inside before they find out you're missing.
Well, upon my word.
Mr. Weatherstaff.
Watch your step there. I'll not have you killing things willy-nilly. Not there. No, stop that. Stand still, woman.
I'm looking for Mary Lennox. I'm sure you've seen her. She's out here all day, I believe.
What a person believes is no business of mine.
Then have you seen Deacon or Martha?
Now, Deacon, I have seen. His mother sent me a poultice for my rheumatics. He's a grand lad, that Deacon. What do you want of him?
That's none of your business, Ben Weatherstaff.
Oh, Martha, can you believe how much I'm eating now? I never liked food before, but when Mary's with me, I've eaten more in this week than in my whole life, I think.
Oh, Deacon, you've seen the performance cake Colin gave in the house this morning. Doctor told Colin who's getting wet in his color was better.
I told him I felt bloated, and that people who are not going to live often have unnatural appetites.
But the doctor didn't believe that, of course. He says Colin's father will be very happy to hear of this remarkable improvement.
So I flew in a rage. I won't have my father's host. I said, it will only disappoint him with a guest roast again, and I may guest roast this very night. I might have a raging fever. I feel as if I must be beginning to run right now. You are making me very angry, and you know that it's bad for me. I feel hot already.
I'm starting to feel rather sorry for the doctor.
So am I.
Yes, but it must have been awful to have to be polite for 10 years to a boy who was always rude.
Am I rude?
It's always having your own way that has made you rude. But I was that way too, before I began to like people, before I found the garden.
What is it about this garden? Is it magic? Martha, do you believe in magic?
That I do, Colin. And magic and charms. And the big good thing by whatever name you call it.
And I believe in this exercises my friend told me about. He said a strong man in the show once showed him how to strengthen his arms and legs and every muscle in his body.
Then you must show them to me.
But he said found do them gentle at first and be careful not to tie thyself.
I'll be careful, I promise.
Deacon, you are the most magic boy in the world. Alright then. The first thing is this.
자득해 마삼 아오가미 요케린 아오만tra tantra yantra uski bimare hatsao. Where did you learn that? I heard it in India. I have to translate, but I know what this means. Come spirit, come chime, come days that are warm, come magical swell, come help him get well.
Come spirit, come charms, come days that are warm, come magical spell, come help him get well.
Come spirit, come charm, come days that are warm,
running through me, making me so proud, so float, so tall. Oh, hear that!
Colin! Who is that man? Go away! He's bound the staff who tends the garden.
Do you know who I am?
You're a young Master Colin, the poor cripple, but Lord knows how he got out here.
I'm not crippled.
Then what have you been doing? He heading out and letting full finger cripple and half-witted.
Half-witted.
We'd best be getting in this house. Mrs.
Not yet,
Matlock.
Martha. I have something to ask Ben, and don't you dare say the bar about this.
I'm your servant, as long as I live, young master.
Do you know my mother?
That I did. I was her right hand round the gardens. She said to me once, Ben, if I ever ill or if I go away, you must take care of my roses. When she did go away, the order was, no one wants to come into this garden, but I come anyways, till my back stopped me about 2 years ago.
I've always been afraid to ask before, but now I want to know how she died.
She was sitting right there on that branch, and it broke, and she fell, and she started her laboring with you. Only the fall had hurt her back. Still, she clung on to life till you were born, and then she put you in your father's arms and died.
That's why he hates me.
He doesn't even know you. Wait till he'll find you can stand.
I don't want him to know anything. I don't want anything said to him till I can walk. Do you promise? All of you. Do you swear by the charm in this garden that none of you mention this to my father until I'm completely well?
That I do.
I call it nary a word.
I promise. Good then, take me back to the house for now.
At this moment, Uncle Archie, who is still traveling, had a dream. He dreamt that the children in his house were cleaning up the garden and that Colin could stand.
What a sweet dream, yet it feels so real. Perhaps it's time to go home.
What is it? Mary, come quickly. What is it? It's spring.
But where did it come from?
From all our hard work, what do you think?
Everything is so... Look at it!
But where's Ben? This is what happened.
I'll go and fetch him.
And look, Esther. Come spirit, come charms, come days that are warm, come garden and sing, and welcome the spring. Come spirit, come charms, come days that are warm, come gather and sing, and welcome the spring. Mary, look at the roses.
There are thousands of them.
Mistress Mary cries contrary, how does a garden grow?
I'm not contrary. You take them back.
Make me.
I will. I've got you, Colin Craven.
Sorry, sir. I wasn't prepared. I didn't know you were coming back.
It's all right.
What's so nervous all that?
Colin Craven, not so fast.
Father,
Colin!
look at me, Father, I'm well.
Oh, Colin, my fine baby boy.
It was the garden that did it, Father, and Mary and Dickon, and some kind of charm that charm right off the ground.
Mrs. Matlock, we're hoping to surprise me with this news.
Well, of course, I knew they were looking better, but I had no idea they were.
We didn't want you to know. We were afraid you wouldn't let us come to the garden if you knew.
But how is it that you look so healthy? You haven't touched the food we sent to your rooms for weeks.
Martha bought us food and we ate in the garden. We ate enough for 10 children.
You did you?
Oats cake and roasted eggs and fresh milk and...
It was all terribly confusing. But let me say how happy I am after all this
I'm
years
sure
to-
it was confusing, Mrs. Matlock. Why don't you prepare a feast and let us celebrate together?
Yes, sir.
And you stay home with us?
Colin, look at you.
And it was Ben that kept the garden alive until we could get here.
I knew it was against the orders, sir, but...
And it was Dickon
Yes,
who...
I can imagine. Thank you both. If there's ever anything I can...
So, what is to become of our Mary?
Why, Mary?
Here's the key if you want it back, sir.
I have nearly forgotten you in all this.
It's hard to remember everybody.
No reason. There isn't very many people at all. I should be able to remember 3 people quite easily.
Would I be one of them?
Mary Lennox. For as long as you will have us, we are yours, Colin and I, and this is your home. And this, my lovely child, is your garden.
To my garden, nestled in the hill. There I'll keep you safe beside me. Come to my garden, rest there in my arms. There I'll see you safely grown and on your way.
Stay there in my garden, where love grows free and wild. Come to my garden, come, sweet child.
Director C. Assistant Director Duncan. Music Director Miss Lee.